Hey, Solar Kneecap here again. And yes, again, not because it's another video, but because this is actually my second recording because my sound recorder was not recording. Fantastic. Alright, so, today's Sprout Tower Day. And you know what that means. That's right. Bellsprouts, and bellsprouts. They're gonna be freaking whipping me. Ooh, that sounds sexy. Alright, I can't wait. Except, that's okay. I'm not really into that kind of stuff, but I'm open-minded. So I'm thinking like, yeah, I should probably heal, so I go do that. And I'm going out to this Sprout Tower that's, I don't know about this tower. It just doesn't seem, look at that. That thing's moving. Why would the tower be shaking that much? Shaking that much. I don't feel safe. No, I feel it's gonna collapse after something. Alright, so we'll fight this monk. I think his name is Chung Li. Yeah, he's definitely Chung Li. So he starts out with something, a little different, like a bellsprout. So I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of like this variety. So he whips me because he's an SMN monk. Because just like most monks are, especially in this game. So, he's actually going to switch it up a bit and send out a bellsprout. So, I'm going to send Cotton Ball in, take some experience. And then Steve is going to go in there and scratch it to death. So, yeah. And, oh, yeah. So now he throws a bellsprout into the mix. So I'm like, ooh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna just go for a tail whip while he whips me. So we're whipping each other, and everyone's getting turned on, and yeah, so I send out Steve because he wants to be part of this whippage, and he just scratches, but he accidentally kills, so we're gonna have to bury that hooker. But that's, whatever. So I defeat Chung Li, or whatever other stereotypic Asian name I can think of, and I'm gonna heal him up. And I see an electrode over there, so I'm gonna pick it up. And I see a really badly misspelled paralyze. And yeah, so that's nice. So now I get Hani, or Hani Chi-san, and he's actually gonna, do something I'm not used to seeing, and it's this bellsprout. So I'm thinking, maybe we can, I whip you, you whip me, and we all whip together. And so yeah, Steve gets whipped. So I'd just like everyone to close your eyes and imagine Steve Irwin getting whipped by an SMN monk. I'll just let that sink in for a while. So anyway, he decides to mix it up a bit and send out a bellsprout. So I'm digging the variety already. I'm liking this. So I send out Steve, because Steve, and he really just gets into it too much, and he keeps killing him. Just one hit. So I send Cotton Ball out again. And, we just keep whipping each other. Because, that's just, what we do. That's just, some people, we're just misunderstood. Whatever. So, Steve Irwin just keeps knocking these bellsprouts dead. And Cotton Ball levels up. So I beat Hung Low. And I grab that X accuracy, which I'm never going to use because X items are for nubs. Sorry, man. And, yeah, so now, Soon Wong Ye comes over here, and, he actually goes for a, bellsprout lead. And, you don't usually see that too much on the metagame, so it's kind of nice to see some, NFEs, it's really nice. So, I scratch again, and he sends out another, okay, yeah, this is just getting boring. This doesn't make any quality entertainment. This is just literally the same thing happening for the longest of times. Just, I don't know. It's just okay. Nintendo, next time that y'all decide to make the Sprout Tower, I understand that it's bellsprouts, but can we please just have little tiny insignificant bit more variety. Maybe, change up the levels a bit, Maybe have some 4s or 5s at least. I mean, oh great, a 6, but it's too late. The deed is done. I've been whipped so many times. I'm gonna have scars from this. I don't know what I'm gonna tell my friends. I'm gonna have to tell them, yeah, I got whipped in the back by Bruce Lee while we were doing some S&M stuff, but, whatever. So, cotton ball uses synthesis because, obviously, cotton balls go by photosynthesis, which is why they are that puffy. Alright, so Steve Irwin gets in, and he gets critically hit by a whip, and he gets a taste of his own medicine, because that's just what he gets for, excuse me, killing all these poor innocent SMN monks. So, yeah, I beat Wuxi Ching, and I'm gonna face, who's this guy? Oh, Chung Li San. That's gonna be nice. And so Chung Li sends out a bellsprout, like all of them do. Oh, and it's level 6. Just twice as much as the other ones. You don't just because it's. Because I'm speechless. I don't know. This is. I mean, it was pretty cool in the actual game that I had because I had Cyndaquil and I was just embering. I was just freaking torching all these bellsprouts. But now that every time a bellsprout comes out, I mean, it's nice now that Combo has tackle, but I'm telling you, 30 minutes of doing the exact same thing at 2 times less speed will drive you up a wall. But whatever, it's finally we can face, who am I facing? I think I'm fighting Ching Chang Chong. So, Ching Chang Chong's gonna send out a Hooty Hoot, and I'm gonna scratch that Hooty Hoot, and he's gonna tackle me, and he's gonna, just Pokemon's just a game of repetition until, you actually get interesting moves and stuff. So I'm gonna heal up Steve because, But yeah, right before the epic battle, I get interrupted by Rattata, and that's just stupid. Why? Alright, so, yeah, apparently the douchebag used his douchebaggy powers and his ruler to beat him up. Yeah, if you wanted strong Pokemon, tell me again why you chose Chikorita. Just wanting to know. And yeah, apparently that same Rattata's brother kind of wants me dead, so apparently now I have 3 different rivals now. So I have the brother of Rattata, I have the red-headed douchebag, and I have Professor Elm, so man, this game is really, people don't like you in this game. Alright, so he's gonna use growth, but for being an elder and being all wise and not knowing that Vine Whip is a physical move, not the world's smartest elder I've seen. So Wuxi Chong Chong decides to switch out into a Sudahute, and I'm gonna scratch it. He's gonna peck, which is a little variety. I water gun because I really need to just, I'm bored. So water gun and hypnosis, and okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't hypnosis lose like 10 accuracy when it was transferred to Heart Gold and Soul Silver? Like, isn't it like 60 or 70 or something like that now? Something really low, so it like hits just as much as like what's that move? The one that friggin' Zubats uses all the time. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. Whatever, it'll just hit me randomly in the face. Alright, so yeah, we're just tackling each other. And yeah, I kill it. Woot. Not really. Alright, so I'm gonna learn Poison Powder. But of course I'm not gonna keep it, and oh yeah. I'm gonna play Splash because, I just didn't think it was fair for me to have the most powerful move in the game. I didn't want to have a move that one hit KOs, burns, paralyzes, freezes, and poisons all at the same time. That was just unfair. So me and my Con Ball do a synchronized dance and have seizures, and that rips the space-time portal, and we do the time warp again, and now we're outside, and it's really laggy. Wow, that's Yeah, you know, you probably can't tell, but it's kind of lagging. There we are. Alright. So, I go in there, and here's a good question. Alright. Say that you have a, I don't know, like a werelord in your first party, and you go up to heal. Would the werelord actually jump on to the table and then go into the Pokeball? I don't believe that's possible. But whatever, you can say your thoughts. So yeah, I'm gonna fight the emo blue-haired guy, so rate, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Hopefully I won't have a cold next time, so see ya.